Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Daily Masters, where I'm going to be spending half the time having a drink because my throat is a bit sore. Sorry about that. It's it's fine now. Alright, done. Good. Actually getting an extra worker out there, so very, very nice job. Actually, it looks like Tefel did the same thing. Beautiful. Somebody's obviously done the math on that and decided that it is better to waste, 8 minerals to get the worker out earlier or whatever. Anyway, 1v1 Daily Masters. The music is very silent for some reason. Introduce the players. So down the bottom left side, it is going to be none other than Bly. B-L-Y, I assume Bly is how you say Bly, so we're just going to say Bly. He is from the Ukraine, and he's from Team Acer. He's currently number 102 on the WCS with 375 points. So definitely be getting out there and making some stuff happen. And look at this, we do have Tefel up the top right side of the map. We actually saw him a couple of days ago. He was facing off against Honor, I think, and I can't remember who won, to be honest. So maybe you can go back and watch it and tell me who won, because I can't remember. And yes, he is from Poland. He plays for Team Dignitas, and he is currently number 76 on the WCS with 575 points. And he's actually got a really freaky looking picture on Liquipedia as well, his profile picture. I don't know why, but it reminds me... Alright, so if you've seen the Hunger Games movie, the first one, you'll know what I'm talking about, but that big kid with the sword who kills people, he reminds me of that guy. He just looks like he's just really running around with a sword killing people. Not to... Look, I'm not saying he's a bad person, because it's just a comparison or anything like that. So, yeah, but he does freak me out a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna alt tab because I've got his photo on the thing right now, and it's starting to freak me out. So, I'm gonna alt tab that off, and we're just gonna be concentrating on the gameplay. And it does look like he's going for a pull first, into hatch, whereas Bly went for a hatch into pull. Both players have their, well, Tefel's still waiting for his hatchery to come down, but he's going to be alright, and he's actually only going to get the queen out at the same time as Bly, so interesting play. I'm not sure if he got an extra 2 workers out of that, which is fine. So he does have worker advantage right now, but then again, Bly pumping out 8 lings, and that's a fairly decent amount of lings right there. So he's got 6, another 2 coming out. Oh, that's not the button I meant to press. Anyway, we see that Tefel is 5 workers ahead, but Bly has a lot of presence on the field. He could go out there, he could make a royal pain of himself. Where are all those lings? They're over there. Why he's got the supply board over there, I do not know, but the queen's going nuts on the overlord. The overlord just manages to escape, and good on him, because, you know, escaping certain death is what life is what life is all about. I mean, if you look at it like that. 10 more lings coming out from Bly. That's a lot of pressure. Tefel, if he's scouting this at all, he's got to be worried. He's really got to be worried. He's building a spine crawler. That's a good start, but you're going to need more than that, I feel like, to take out all of these lings that Bly is building. So he really wants to go for some early pressure. The overlord almost certainly saw it, and instantly we see another spine crawler coming down. We got queens blocking the ramp right over here, and he might just have to leave this base. Oh, he's actually pulling out the workers to defend. He knows how bad this is, but he sees the banelings and he's like, crap on a stick. Instantly 16 banelings being built for Tefel. Knows he needs the defenses, and congratulations on him and being in a position to deal with those lings, but he's still going to deal with the banelings, and the banelings are going for the workers. Oh, that was quite a lot of workers that died right there. Still trying to chase them. Oh, taking out quite a few workers. Do we have the units lost here? Yes, we do. So 5 workers going down so far. And let's get rid of that. So far, I mean, Bly's doing a pretty good job. I think he's got a slight ling advantage here. Actually, it's not just slight, it's actually quite big. And there's no defenses at the main base, so these lings can go around and do whatever they want. Morphing in a couple more banelings, but having to cancel that and then trying to get out of there. It looks like Tefel has built enough lings to try and force that off. Where's my production tab? There we go. And really good job so far. I mean, 8 workers killed total, and a queen. He lost a queen as well. So, and Tefel went for economy, Bly went for the ton of lings. Looks like Bly... You know what? Tefel's still got a ton of workers. He's really been pushing hard on the workers as well as pushing hard on the lings, so he's still ahead. And he's still building workers right now, so he's building the minimum he needs to get by. Basically, to be able to shove Bly off, to be able to survive. And the rest is still workers, so he's still building a ton of workers. Oh, Baneling's having to hit themselves on the queens. Not the best trade, and he sees there are a ton of lings out there, so... Yeah, Tefel's going to be building a bunch of stuff. He probably should be getting a couple more lings. He's starting to build some Banelings now, so that will help him quite a bit. He's got these lings over there. They're basically hiding from the Baneling, except for this one. Oh, boom. And it blows it up. Morphing in some own Banelings, but look at all the lings coming in. And the Spinecrawler is going to take 10 years to kill all those. Oh, nice Baneling hit from Tefel. Taking out a large amount of those, but looks like Bly is probably going to be morphing a ton of these into Banelings. Try and get into the worker line once again. But Banelings for Tefel are coming out. And Tefel, man, really pushing it. He has got a Spire going on, so he's going for Mutaling in this game. We'll see how good. Look at this Bly just peeling off one ling at a time to try and hit the Banelings. Well, he was doing that anyway. He's not doing that anymore, but we do actually have a third base coming down for Tefel, so he is not worried at all about this very, very aggressive play of Bly. He's going to continue to hold off with the minimum forces necessary. At the same time, he gets his tech out, he gets his third base out, he gets his worker advantage out. What a worker advantage he's got. He's currently 16 in the lead, and Bly must realise by now that he cannot just play aggression. I mean, the time for aggression, he may make one last crack of it with his forces, but if this doesn't work, then he's going to have to switch into macro mode, because he cannot afford to just keep the aggression going for the entire game, because he's just going to get out macroed. Look at this. Tefel actually sending out some forces. But the main force coming in, some Banelings. Oh, ton of lings getting wiped out, but the Banelings are still alive. And the workers, oh, the workers. They're going to try and be running for it. The Queen's going nuts, but there's just too many Banelings. Actually, 3 of them exploding there. 1 Baneling is all that's left. And, man, that attack, oh, it went... I think that attack went as well as it could. I mean, Tefel got some great Baneling hits off on the lings, and then it was just left with the Banelings to deal with. And the Banelings, they hit a few workers. I mean, they killed a few workers, but that's fine. And now we come the reinforcing lings, and he needs to get the Banelings out to deal with these, because I don't think he has enough lings of his own to deal with them yet, although Mutas are just about to come out, but he's losing so many workers from this ling offensive. He's got lings coming out, but here we go. Mutas are out on the field, and suddenly Bly is like, oh my god, this game is just turned very, very nasty. I do not want to have to deal with Mutas. He's not going to be happy about that. But he did get quite a few workers there, knocking Tefel down to 40. He's lost a ton of workers so far. 25 workers down. He's still 9 in the head, which just shows how insane his macro could have been right now if it wasn't for the for just the phenomenal aggression of Bly in this game. Really, really going hard. And Mutas did not stop the lings from attacking anything. They can kill them, but they're not as fast as the lings. And the lings are just going nuts on the workers. And there's no conflict, because the lings just attack the workers. It's not like there's anything else they can attack. And look at this, Bly continuing to put the pressure on. Amazing amount of pressure. Actually, Tefel going with his own lings, but they are going to get caught out by those ones. And more lings just streaming in. He's just continuing to stream out lings. At the same time, pumping up his own macro. Finally getting a ton more workers. And Tefel is just running around like crazy, trying to deal with these lings. There's just so many lings constantly in his base, constantly being aggressive. And it's just a nightmare. It's just an absolute nightmare. Look at the lings, double-pronged attack here. 1 in there, 1 in the main base. And here we go. I mean, he's having such a problem dealing with these lings, and the lings are just killing workers, so many. And look at it, this is units lost right here. This is not units produced, this is unit lost. He's killed 53 workers so far. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible for the 14-minute mark. I mean, look at this, he's finally evened it up. I mean, Tefel's macro is completely insane, but Bly finally beating him down to a manageable number of workers. and now they're about even. And that just shows how much aggression the Bly has been putting on, because he's got so little workers at this 14-minute mark of the game, but he's managed to keep Tefel down to the same amount, and Tefel does not want to be at that little workers. He's building a ton of workers. Bly trying to build a bit, but he really just, he's not matching Tefel as far as the worker production is going. He's just not. And I suppose he's got other worries, like this pack of mutas on the map. He has to worry about that, and that's going to be quite a bit to worry about. Especially now that they're at a serious enough number, they can actually start taking out spore crawlers. So, yeah. Although choosing not to take out, I think he lost 2 mutas there. Wow. This thing is insane in terms of damage. So, Ling's going in though. And some Banelings, or I don't know, Banelings splash damage on your own units. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but building a spore crawler here. But that's a little bit too late. And a few workers going down. Oh, the spore crawler right here. Is he going to take it out in time? Looks like no. It actually burrows quite fast. And these guys just having to run out, but Tefel taking so many hits off those spore crawlers, just taking so much damage, and his muta numbers have really been knocked out. Those spore crawlers are so good at killing mutas. They really are just completely awesome. I think they may have actually got bonus damage to light or something like that. I think that's a thing where the spore crawlers got bonus damage to light because they were just doing crap all against mutas or something like that. Mutas were owning them so hard. So yeah, they're really good at owning mutas now. Oh, Infestor's coming out. Wouldn't he love to get a fungal off in this muta cloud? But he's actually going for the main base. And infested Terrans all over the place. That could be a very big deal right here. And Tefel is so distracted he's working with all this stuff. He is switching over to roaches at the moment, which will definitely help him, because pure muta for the entire game, not going to help us. See, 2 hits off this thing. And it's already down to extremely low health, so you would lose like 2 or 3 mutas trying to kill that one spore crawler. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Here we go, infested. We're going to see infested Terrans, potentially fungals. Oh, he's spreading out everywhere. He's in every single space that he possibly can be. There's no detection back here. And here we go, the infested Terrans everywhere. Boom, boom, and boom. And suddenly Tefel is just in a massive amount of problems. He's going to be able to take these ones down, but these guys going absolutely nuts. Managed to save most of his workers, I feel like. He's losing, he's actually, no, he hasn't managed to save these workers. Hasn't got the micro to take care of these ones, it would seem. So very unfortunate. All of those workers going to go down, and that is just bad. It's just bad news at all. He's actually still got workers here, still got infested Terrans. Where are those infestors? He's trying to round them up. He's got an overseer, but they're just all over the place. There's one over here, there's one over there, there's one over there, there's 2 over there. So he's killed 1 so far, but the rest have just moved out of position. And now they can come straight back in, start harassing these infestors once again. And Bly has really been attacking the economy of Tefel so hard. And he's just been doing such a phenomenal job. But Tefel, man, with the economy that he had, he's got a massive amount of roaches. He may just go for a base race right here. I really think that he could do it right now. I really think he could just take out everything. And he can move back, he can try and take out the infestors, but that's going to take a while. And I feel like maybe if he just rushes Bly down, if he just goes in and just wipes him out, it may work. Because, I mean, you're not going to be able to do a base race with infested Terrans. There's no way. And his economy is just so crippled right now. I would not bet on him re-getting his economy up and winning, because right now, I mean, he just... Oh, it's just bad. It's just so bad. I would just say go for the kill. Go for the throat. Go off and just take him out. Just kill Bly. Right now, you've got a massive army. Put it to use. And just kill him. Just absolutely murder him. Because spending all your time running around looking for infestors is not good, man. It's not good. The more time you take, the more time Bly has to produce Ultralisks. And once he produces enough Ultralisks, you are going to get owned. I mean, I don't know how good roaches are against Ultras. I would say probably not that good. So, Bly kind of flying by the seat of his pants right now. And, Tefel, whether or not it's a good idea, and I happen to think that it's not, He's sort of switched back into a very defensive sort of play, really defensive sort of play, and I do not agree with it. I really don't. He's running around. He's trying to find the infested Terrans. The Overseer is barely faster than the infested Terrans. Oh, there it is. He's going to kill it there. There goes one. But it's just taking so long for him to wipe it out. I mean, in all this time, we just got more Ultras coming out. We've got more big units coming out. Bly's just basically free to do whatever he wants right now. Absolutely free. And look at that, 21 workers. So he's really pushing the economy. He's really switching into end game tech. And Tefel, man, he's got the advantage in terms of army. But that advantage is slowly dwindling. And once it's gone, I mean, Bly is going to have the economic advantage simply because Tefel has given him enough time to get that economic advantage. He's just given him so much time chasing around the infestors. Ignore the infestors, go in for the throat, take them out. He's actually got a few infestors of his own. And the roaches are going to be phenomenal at just wiping everything out now. The ultras are going to try and do something. Oh, look at these infested Terrans. That is when you back off. You do not engage then. You let them time out. You just run. And that is what Tefel is doing. It's a very nice job. He's going to try and scoot past him, actually. We'll see how well this works. Not quite all that well. So, just waiting for these guys to time out. It's, I mean, Bly is basically holding for time. He wants to get all those ultralists out. He's got 5 more coming out. There we go. Now he's going to push in once again. And the creep ship is going down. And now he can really put some pressure on. But the ultras are coming. They are coming sooner or later. And Bly is going to have to deal with them. And roaches, as we saw, they're not the best unit for dealing with ultras. So maybe he can fungal an ultra, hold it in place, and then sort of take it out. But here we go. More infested Terrans coming out. The roaches taking out this base, taking out a ton of workers. So that is going to be really awesome. But the ultras are coming in, and oh my god, infested Terrans going to be blocking the other half of the army from coming in. And here we go, the roaches. They're taking out a lot of stuff. The workers are all going down. The ultras are going down. It looks like roaches are not that bad at killing the ultras. And overwhelming roaches may just do it for Tefel right here. He's continuing to produce a ton of them. Although his gas income is not that good, but he's still going at it. He's still going strong, and in the end managed to get up enough workers, managed to get up enough roaches, and managed to just overwhelm Bly. I mean, he had a big, massive army for so long, but he chose to play it safe. He chose to go for this infestor, all these infestors first, but ended up still losing a ton of workers. So in terms of worker aggression, I think Bly takes the cake, but in terms of just pure macro, just Tefel definitely wins, man. He just got an insane amount of workers out, and yeah, I mean, you gotta add them up. He's got 44 workers. He lost 95 total. That's insane for a winning player to lose that many workers. It's almost unheard of. So, I mean, hats off to Bly for managing to kill that many workers. He used every trick in the book to do it, and it really worked. But Tefel, man, he just macroed over it. He just macroed through it. And in the end, he came out the victor because he just did not quit at any point. I would have quit after the first 30 or so workers. I would have just like, screw this, I'm out of here. But Tefel kept on it and came out with the win. So congrats to him. And thank you very much for watching this game. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed it.